The corrupted field recording arrived on a cold Tuesday morning, a digital ghost echoing from the Canadian boreal forest. A research team had vanished without a trace, leaving behind only static and fear. The last intelligible words, crackling with desperate urgency, sent a shiver down Evelyn's spine. It mimics, "Don't listen." Driven by a morbid curiosity and a need for answers, Evelyn sought out Dan Blackwood, a park ranger hardened by years in the unforgiving wilderness. He was skeptical, dismissing the recording as a hoax, but the haunted look in Evelyn's eyes convinced him to lead her into the silent depths of the black spruce forest. Their journey led them to an abandoned campsite, a scene of inexplicable violence. Tents were slashed from the inside, as if something had desperately tried to escape. A chilling sense of unease settled over them, a feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. They discovered a half-buried dictaphone, its plastic casing cracked and worn. 37 hours of blank tape stretched before them, a void of silence. But beneath the nothingness, Evelyn detected something, faint, a rhythmic breathing, that defied human physiology. The following night, a chilling whisper broke the silence. A linguist accompanying them to decipher any potential indigenous clues swore she heard someone speaking in a dialect extinct since the 1800s. Dan and Evelyn heard nothing, dismissing it as fatigue-induced hallucination. But the next morning, the linguist's voice was subtly altered. Certain syllables dragged as if something was practicing, learning the nuances of human speech. Evelyn exchanged a worried glance with Dan. The forest was playing tricks on their ears. Deep within the woods, they stumbled upon a depression in the permafrost, lined with centuries-old trapper's gear and one fresh corpse, its mouth sewn shut with sinew. The stitching matched no known human technique, a grotesque tapestry of the unknown. The ranger's walkie-talkie crackled with static, then a voice Dan's own, begging for help from behind them, where only trees stood sentinel. When they answered, the static-laced reply chilled them to the bone. "Good, you're learning." A creeping realization dawned on them. Their own recordings were being subtly edited. Playback of their conversations included sentences no one remembered speaking. The forest was rewriting their reality, twisting their words into something sinister. Evelyn analyzed a spectrogram of their voices. Overlaid with their familiar patterns was something else, something unnatural. A voice with too many vocal cords, a chorus of whispers woven into their words, a symphony of mimicry. They unearthed a decaying journal from the 1920s, its brittle pages filled with the desperate scrolls of long-dead trappers. They wrote of a presence that fed the quiet, luring travelers into the woods with false promises of safety. The last entry in the journal chilled them to the bone. It takes your words first, then your tongue, then the wet things that make sound. The trappers had learned the terrible price of breaking the silence under black spruce. During a heated argument, the linguist vanished mid-sentence, her words dissolving into the oppressive silence of the forest. Panic seized Evelyn and Dan. They were alone, haunted by something they couldn't comprehend. Later, her voice drifted from the trees, perfectly replicating her speech patterns, her intonation, her every nuance. But something was wrong. She never used to laugh. The sound was hollow, mocking, and utterly terrifying. Driven by a desperate need to understand, Evelyn and Dan followed the chilling sound to the base of an ancient black spruce. They discovered a slick throat, like tunnel hidden beneath the roots. Inside the tunnel, pulsating membranes vibrated in their voices, distorted and grotesque. The thing wasn't haunting them. It was learning them, consuming their very essence to perfect its mimicry. Despair washed over Dan as the true horror of their situation became clear. He understood that sound attracted the entity, filled its terrible power. His mind reeling, he knew what he had to do to save Evelyn. With trembling hands, Dan inflicted self-inflicted wounds to his ears, silencing himself to protect Evelyn. Bleeding and in agony, he handed her a knife, his eyes conveying a desperate plea. "Make it quiet." Evelyn stared at Dan, horror warring with understanding in her eyes. With a heavy heart, she knew what she had to do. The silence under black spruce demanded a terrible price. The last thing Dan saw was Evelyn's face, a mixture of sorrow and resolve. Then darkness. The forest held its breath, waiting for the silence to deepen. Evelyn emerged from the tunnel alone, blinking in the dim light of the forest. A silent clearing stretched before her, a sanctuary of sorts. But the silence was a lie. She could feel it, a palpable presence, waiting. She knew it was only a matter of time. Her own voice began to stutter, to falter, as the thing in the forest began to claim her. The mimicry had begun, the final transformation inevitable. A year later, a hiker stumbled upon Evelyn's recorder, nestled amongst the roots of a black spruce. He played the final file, hoping to unravel the mystery of the vanished analyst. The file contained only 30 seconds of perfect silence, a void of sound that pressed against the listener's eardrums. Then, a single sound, wet and chilling, one wet, clicking inhale. The silence under black spruce remained unbroken, waiting for its next victim, its next voice to claim. The mimicry continued, a chilling echo in the heart of the boreal forest.